What's up, kids? Anthony Laporte Jr. in home fitness and health, and it's all about health, happiness, and success. So, this is a different kind of video for me, and I do all my videos off the cuff, and I was urged to do this video by several of my friends and business coaches and um, mentors. So, it's about how I feel about having a total hip replacement. And I mean, what really comes to mind is I feel robbed, sad, and angry at the same time with the type of person I want to be for you and for my wife and for my beautiful daughter and my clients and my friends and my family is Mr. Health, Happiness, and Success and optimistic. So I want to manifest that this will turn into something positive, but I only bring up a couple of friends, Danny Andropoli, Nicholas Stewart, Scott Epstein, um, Jeff Gitterman, Mike Lorenzo, Rocky Halufsa, um, my brother Paul, my wife, my mom. Oh man, I might be leaving people out. That's one thing I should have wrote on the paper. My daughter, um, that have all through conversations and texts and whatever really give Al Contrusi, don't want to leave him out, and Ed Savickas and Joe Thompson. Um, Chris Flores, I had a good conversation with. Um, I just don't want to leave anybody out. I'll add them. Anyway, a lot of people have told me to focus on so much that you have, which I do. Where I'm rich is I'm very rich in my relationships. I have a unicorn wife. We're together almost 27 years, married 17. My daughter is going to be 10. It took us 7 years, 5 surgeries, and a ton of money to have her. But she's healthy, happy, and successful. And that's the greatest blessing you could ask for. But, where I feel robbed is, and Nick Stewart put it this way, is in my identity. Like, back in 2002, I left a 10-year career working in New York City, uh, mostly in publishing at the McGraw-Hill companies. I kept climbing the ranks. I was making great money, um, well above six figures. And I chose to do something I truly loved that would help people after several different events happened, like 9/11, but that was one event. But I just didn't want to take the next job for more money. And so I started doing multiple jobs. Personal training is what one. I've always loved it. I've always been a fat kid who got bullied when he was younger. And now um, my identity was around this, hey, I don't make a lot of money, but I look 10 years younger, especially if I shave. Um, I'm strong, I'm healthy, I'm a black belt. I started studying another style of karate, trying to earn a second black belt. I wanted to go to jujitsu with my daughter. Like, love kettlebells. I thought I would compete in over 50 competitions. And it just feels robbed. It really chokes me up. It makes me sad. Now, the bright side is I had mentioned Ed and Joe earlier, and another friend of mine, Michael Foresto. We've spoken through Facebook. We're going to have a live conversation soon. And I I know that all of these people that have had hip replacements have returned to full activity. I know the hip replacement these days is significantly better than it used to be, both in the techniques they use for the surgery and in what they put inside you, the actual artificial joint. Um, but still, like, I didn't do anything to deserve this. Like, I'm not, a steroid guy. I'm not a powerlifting guy. I'm not anyone doing all of this risky nonsense. I always was focused more on longevity. I like to be strong and I like to be fit, but I wasn't a risk taker. I wasn't doing, tough mudder races or any. The riskiest thing I ever did was martial arts. That's it. And I take my daughter to wrestling, and I'm watching, and I'm like, I hope someday I can go back and wrestle with her. I wanted to go to Brazilian Jiu Jitsu with her. I wanted to maybe go back to a different style of karate with her where we live now, but there's risk reward to all of that. I'm at the hospital for special surgeries in New York City, pretty much one of the best orthopedic hospitals in the world. I have an amazing surgeon. He came recommended by a close family member who is a medical professional, who is a doctor, who had several of his friends use this surgeon for their hip replacement. And then I did my own homework as well. So it just still feels robbed. I gave up the money to have the career I loved, to have the identity I wanted. And in some ways, it just feels taken away. Like if I decide to do, hundreds of kettlebell swings, if I decide to throw hundreds of kicks, am I wearing out this artificial joint the way you would wear out a brake pad and heading to 10 to 15 years from now another replacement instead of it lasting the 20 to 25 that it should? And I mean, I'm praying to live till 80 for my daughter, but do I want to be doing this replacement again at 70? Maybe I'm actually better off wearing the fucker out, because now the anger kicks in because I don't want to cry on this video. Or maybe I should. I don't fucking know. But, maybe I should do all the crazy shit, wear it out, and replace it at 60. I'll be healthier at 60 than 70. That's like an epiphany right now. Like, as I was thinking about this video, I was honestly crying like 8 minutes ago. This video's 7 minutes already. I promised it would be 5, but fuck. Anyway, I hope you're still watching. I really thought I would. That's really an epiphany. Maybe I will just wear the fucker out and replace it while I'm still young and strong, and then get 25 years out of that one, right? Like 10 years from now, it'll be even better. This just went from a very sad, I was going to cry video to something positive. And I don't think I'm going to reshoot it. I think I'm going to leave it the way it is. I hope I didn't leave anyone out. Oh my God, I'm really drawing a blank on a couple of people, but I think I got most people in there that I wanted to. If I didn't, did I say Scott Epstein? I love you, Scott. You've been one of my closest, phone buddies. I'm so glad you're in South Carolina, loving life, doing what you love to do for a living, right? Also, give up money to do what you love for a living is a huge lesson in life. You're going to spend a lot of hours at work, people, and if you don't love it, and if you don't feel it's contributing in any way to other people, unless you're truly making a fortune and have a lot of free time, I don't know how much value you'll feel about yourself on your deathbed. And that's what I want to feel. So let's hope on November 20th, 2019, I have this hip replaced. Let's be generous. Let's say 8 weeks later. I know I'll be up and about in a day, and I know in 3 weeks I'll be, great. But let's go 8 weeks, 12 weeks, 4 months later. I want to be kicking ass, and I want to bring in you the best of health, happiness, and success. Lori, Kaylee, Mom, Paul, I love you. Christian, Aaliyah, Stacy, and all my friends, family, clients, and all of you. Health, happiness, and success.